I know what happened, yes.
You've got to understand, Joan Collins, she was beautiful, she was fabulous, she was our icon. We dressed like her, we had our shoulders like her, we did our lipstick like her.
She was world famous. Dynasty was a smash across the globe, and she played Alexis Carrington, this amazingly powerful businesswoman who had to take off her large earring before she spoke on the phone, whose shoulder pads were about that wide.
Joan Collins was the undisputed 80s queen of glamour, with her full-blooded performance as uber bitch Alexis on Super Soap Dynasty, who crushed her men with a few withering words.
You heard him, Blake. You're finished. You've lost everything. And I now own this house.
This house? Are you insane?
Oh, no. I'm perfectly sane. So take this junk and your blonde tramp and get out of my home.
And whilst Alexis was holding her ex to ransom, in 1985, Joan got some shockingly similar treatment from her third husband, Swedish pop star and playboy Peter Holm.
They met at a mutual friend's garden party, and I think obviously there's a mutual sexual attraction, as they call it, don't they? We's fit. Well, she looks gorgeous.
And so when she took up with this younger Swedish pop star, it all seemed okay, really. The huge actress and the pop star, and he's blonde and she's dark, and it looked great.
You go into relationships and you never quite know what the person's like. And Joan is very gung-ho in a way. She goes for it. And sadly, she went for the wrong one.
And boy, had gung-ho Joan backed the wrong horse.
He was a con man who seemed to have preyed on a woman who thought she was falling for somebody wonderful. I mean, we've all been there, but unfortunately for Joni, she was multi-millions in the bank and this man was after her money.
And so there's that awful thing. You're successful, you're very wealthy, and you are a magnet for all those kind of people.
And things took an astonishing turn when Joan discovered Peter was a cheater and filed for divorce.
As I said, I had always hoped that if anything went wrong, that we would be able to remain friends and walk away from it. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that.
Peter Holm was absolutely determined to clean Joan Collins out. He wanted every penny that was in her bank account. He hired the best lawyers in the world to make sure that Joan really, really had to pay up.
I can't really make a judgment as to what the judge will order for the support, but I certainly think I'm entitled to support, no question about it.
It seemed a bit strange and so ungentlemanly that a man should just be with someone for a couple of years and expect maintenance for life. It is a bit pathetic. You can tell I'm so Team Joni on this one. It still hurts.
But it didn't take this dame long to pick herself up, dust down the Diamante and come back fighting.
None of this stopped our Joni. For a start, you don't fight with her. Have you seen her in the cat fights in Dynasty? You do not try and fight with that woman.
Apparently, Peter Holm said that Joan Collins couldn't leave Alexis Carrington at work and that she started throwing her weight around in that kind of way at home. I reckon that's the kind of thing that someone's lawyer tells them to say, and that's absolute bilge and balderdash.
In the end, Holm lost his case, walking away with a measly $80,000 and his tail firmly between his legs. Still, at least he got custody of his dignity. Not.
Even in divorce, Joni takes the stand and has the best quote of the day. Asked why she would marry such a rat in the first place, her response was, well, who on earth turns down a 5-carat diamond ring? Well, I hope you kept it, love. Never hate a man enough to not keep his jewellery.